I get everything I want because that's just the way it is. Things are always working out in my favor. I am so lucky.
When it comes to the term lucky girl syndrome or lucky girl era, we see it has been popularized on social media sites like TikTok, Instagram, and the likes. When it comes to talking about lucky girl syndrome or lucky girl era, it's not about turning on your candles and trying to do some affirmations, write down some mantras, and then go about your day like, oh, that's all I have to do. Yes, they could work. But then again, when we talk about lucky girl syndrome or lucky girl era, there's more to it than just the face. If your life is not patterned in the way you want to see your life in the future, then luck may or may not find you. And the probability of luck finding you to luck not finding you is very, very tiny. Let me give you an instance. First of all, let's take a look at people who have been signed to record labels and who came from the grass up. It were just laying down at the background, just doing whatever they wanted to do without putting in the effort, or at least even going to their local studios to record songs or put themselves out there on Instagram. Even if the video was very blurry with a very low quality phone, they would not get lucky to be signed into a record label or to be noticed even by the general public.
Only if you know what it takes me, it's alright, I'll be fine. It's just a matter of time, I must stop. So nobody know, I'm trying to get back on my toe.
So when I say lucky girl syndrome, I have a lot to unpack. But before we go in, hi guys, my name is Jo, and hi, welcome back to my channel. And on this channel I tell vlogs, I do sit down videos. We just sit down and just talk about life and how we pattern our life together. So if this is something that you find yourself interested in, let's just sit down and just have this whole conversation. So today I'm going to talk about lucky girl syndrome, basically. That's what I'm talking about. Lucky girl syndrome, lucky girl era, lucky girl area, lucky girl blessings, blah blah blah. Personally, most times I always like to say I am blessed. Blessing is, I feel, it's top tier, okay? No, I'm not lucky, I'm blessed. Anyways guys, let's just go into this whole video. So here I'm going to tell you guys about the lucky girl syndrome, lucky boy syndrome, lucky they them syndrome, and I'm going to tell you guys how you can build your lucky girl syndrome era and the habits that you need into building your lucky girl syndrome. As I'm here, I want to tell you that I am not even there, but I am putting in the work now because I see myself in a very different place from where I am now in the future. Secondly, if my voice is very raspy, please, I just came out from COVID where I lost my voice, so it's still recuperating, but apart from that, I am fine. If you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to this channel, and if you want more videos like this, please put it down in the comment section and I'll be up to the task. So let's get right into this. From childhood, I have not ever considered myself to be lucky. I felt like I had to fight for everything, fight for my mother's love, fight for friendships, fight for relationships, and in relationships and friendships I found that I was putting myself least and putting the other person more than where I put myself. And if you watched my Q&A mental health video that I filmed last month, I spoke a little bit about how I was abused as a child, and when that happened, it was tension between I and my late mom, and it felt like I always had to constantly fight for her love and fight to be worthy. And not only that, even with my teachers, even my place of work, I just had to, it felt like I had to fight to not be the favorite employee, but at least, or make it look like I am coming for the managers. I don't know if that makes sense, but it kind of makes sense to me, because I remember I was working in Amazon and there was this new manager that came in and she was treating me like how the other managers treat me, and it was really, really bad. And I can remember how the managers at Amazon that time used to treat me was so bad that when this new manager came in and she was treating me that same way, a random person who worked with me, she went to that manager and she was like, please, I know you're just coming, but please just check on Joe, because in as much as I know she works here, I don't think her mental health is that good or whatever because of how the managers treat her. And the thing is, when she told the manager this, the manager called me for a chit chat at this company, and she told me that yeah, other managers actually pointed me out and said that she should be strict and stern with me, and she was like, she thinks that intimidates them. She was like, that's why she did that. That's why she did that, because I'm intimidating. Until then, I didn't think I was intimidating. She was like, yeah, because you're tall, and like they feel like if they say 1, you will say 10. And I'm like, okay, giving the stereotype of black aggressive lady. Now that I think about it, I felt like I always had to fight for almost everything. And like, even like when I'm applying to something, another person's applying to that thing, most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, I just feel the other person will get it. That if I'm the one who gets it, I'm like surprised. I'm like, oh my days, I got it. Oh my days, I got it. But then again, honestly, I just decided that enough is enough. It's a thing where I felt like I've always had to fight for everything. And with this, in the year 2021, I decided to start soul searching, and it just dawned on me. I feel like then I was really tired of everything, and I decided to start soul searching. So during my soul searching journey, I discovered spirituality for myself. During that time, it was what led to me to lock my hair. Prior to locking my hair, I always used to make my hair like every 2 weeks, and I used to make my hair myself. So locking my hair was going to be a very deep step. And then I started journaling, I started shadow work, etc. And honestly, at this point, I just felt like the more I dug into it, the more I found out, oh my days, this is self-care, this is spirituality, this is putting me into a different light, this is evolving me, and this is making me the best version of myself. And when it came to journaling, I always used to journal how I used to journal back in secondary, primary school, talking about how my day went. Today I spoke to this guy, tomorrow I spoke to this girl, this, that. But then when I was journaling, I knew, I was like, no, I know this is not how I want to journal. I want to journal in a very different way. And that's when I started my research. Just let me know if you want me to talk to you guys how I journal. And this is how I knew about love, attraction, gratitude, release, brain dump, manifestation, and all those things. And from there I was like, oh, I think I need to start meditating. And then I knew meditation apps like Mantra. Is it Oak? This is I am here to stay thing. Like I said, where I am is not where I see myself, but this incentive, these callings, they've actually added to me building up habits to achieving my lucky girl era or lucky girl syndrome, if that makes sense. And I feel like when you say lucky girl era, the term lucky girl era is more temporary because it's an era. It's not here to stay, if that makes sense. It's not a permanent thing. But it says something like syndrome. Syndrome sounds more permanent than era, because yeah, we have the BBL era, which is phasing now. We had the Y2K era, which is actually coming back. So basically, if you know what I mean, like when you say era, it does not sound like it's something that is here to stay. It just sounds like it's a phase. What is lucky girl era? There is like no concept as to what a lucky girl era is, but to me, lucky girl era is basically where I feel truly fortunate and where I feel more happy and where I feel fulfilled. So I would say that lucky girl era is lucky girl era is a concept that I have embraced to focus on my personal growth and my personal happiness. I know people are like, in my lucky girl era, showing you wines on a yacht and all this, but I want to tell you that it is beyond that. Like I said, I don't even think that I am 40% to my lucky girl era, but I know that the steps I am taking and the journey that I'm on is going to land me into my perfect lucky girl era. So I do not intend to waste your time, so I'm going to tell you the power of habits. And of course, habits, they're actually needed to strengthen your lucky girl era and your life in general. So I know some people run away from habits, and I'm like, a life without, oh god, my lip gloss drips, which pisses me off. My lip gloss drips a lot. A life without habits is a life in shambles, if you get what I'm saying. So habits, they are like the cornerstone of personal development. Habits, they shape our lives, they shape our behaviors, and ultimately they shape our destinies, whether you believe it or not. When it comes to habits are invisible architectures of our lives. When you form a habit, you do not even think before you do it. It's being done automatically because it's already part of you. So when it comes to habits, it's just literally like your life is on autopilot. You have these routines and you have these actions that you just repeat regularly on a day-to-day basis, and it's like, oh, I'm on autopilot. I wake up in the morning, I have to do this, that. It's because you've created that pattern, and the first few days you think you can set timer, but after time you realize that you actually do not need those timers. For example, let's say, think about brushing your teeth. You wake up every morning and then you brush your teeth, or you wake up every morning or you pick up your phone and then you see what you have on your phone. I'm guilty of that too. You see notifications, go through social media, and yeah, that is actually a habit. So these are like little programs that run in the background of our lives. Is things that people outside do not see, but only you see, or people around you actually see, if that makes sense. These are things that you do on a daily basis that project who you are in real life to other people, if that makes sense. Now, when it comes to habits can actually be good or bad. Not all habits are good habits. So good habits are like maybe eating healthy, exercising on a regular basis, trying to improve your life, listening to podcasts that actually feed into your soul and make you become the best version of yourself. And bad habits are habits like procrastination, biting your nails, which I do. I actually bite my nails and I actually procrastinate, and I have actually kind of stopped biting my nails because I just, these are my real nails, so I just put the gel on it. But before I switched to using my real nails, I kept my real nails for 24 hours and I actually did not bite it. I've been biting my nails for like a long time, but I was so determined not to bite my nails. I kind of sometimes bite my cuticle, which I'm trying to stop, but I have been biting my nails since birth. I have been procrastinating. And not only that, because I am also neurodivergent, I have ADHD, so they kind of contribute to these bad habits like procrastinating, because for some reason I just think that I have enough time to do what I want to do, but sometimes I don't use that as an excuse to procrastinate. Instead, what do? I make sure that I do what I have to do at that time, although it may be very hard. Sometimes it is very hard, and sometimes I actually do not actually listen to myself and I just lay there till it's last minute. But it's not a thing where I just wake up and then I'm like, oh, since I procrastinated, I'm not going to do it again. Instead, I do it, if that makes sense. Also, when it comes to bad habits, things like I mentioned earlier, waking up in the morning and just spending countless of hours on your phone. I am that person. I won't say I spend countless of hours on my phone, but first thing when I wake up in the morning, I just pick my phone and just check whatever. But because I have a good routine when I wake up in the morning, so that kind of counters it, which I should not use that as an excuse. So if you want to develop good habits, you have to, or if you want to develop good habits or you want to get rid of the bad one, it's about repetition and it's about consistency. Especially if you are determined to change your habits or change the way you live, or change, especially if you're tired of your current state, to be fair. Essentially, when it comes to developing habits, it's more like rewiring your brain to make those actions feel natural, like I said earlier. In a nutshell, habits are those things that you do repeatedly, often without thinking, because they impact your life. They just create this big impact on your life. So when it comes to habits, it's worth paying attention to and it's worth working on them to make things better. I know you're wondering, like, are we talking about lucky girl era or are we talking about habits? But without habits, you would not have your lucky girl era. I promise you, without habits, you will not have your lucky girl era, because without habits, without doing something to push yourself out there, without working on yourself, I just want to tell you, you would just be like a walking block, like literally just a leaf just being blown by the wind, and nobody would know you have this great potential, because it's like you are actually hiding it. Let me tell you, it's something that has been tested and has been trusted. So I would continue to work on myself, because I want to be the better version of myself, and then my luck will find me when it will find me. My blessing will find me when it will find me. It's not about turning on the candle or like maybe writing a list of affirmations. It's not about that. Those are just like the things that aid. Without work, nothing is going to work. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So let's talk about the habits that I'm learning and practicing in this my lucky girl era journey. So first of all, I know this may be like, oh, everybody says this, blah blah blah, but guys, practice daily gratitude. Like every day, just be grateful for like a very little thing, even if it's, oh yeah, I almost tripped and fell and I stood up and I did not fall. Like it just changes a lot. I know the world is frustrating enough, and I know that everybody is just tired, but I just want to tell you guys, like, practice daily gratitude, because a daily gratitude practice is where you take a moment every day of your time to just appreciate the things that you have, the things that you're thankful for, the little things that you have in life. It doesn't have to be something big, just like a very little thing. It's basically like you're counting your blessings on a regular basis. And I'm not saying you should, it's not even a thing you have to just sit down and just think of. It's not even like you'll be like, oh, thank God I'm able to breathe. Thank you, universe, for this air. Thank you that I'm counted among the living today. Thank you that I'm able to drink this water. Like little things that you should be grateful for. I actually do practice daily gratitude, but I am also a human being. Sometimes when I'm very exhausted, or like when I am angry, or I'm like tired of life, I remember all the things that I should be grateful for. Some days I'm actually grateful. I'm like, oh, actually this has happened before. It was actually worse than this, but I was able to overcome it. And I'm like, thank you, God, thank you, universe, thank you, divine, thank you, spirit, thank you, ancestors, thank you to like whoever you thank, whoever you associate with your spiritual being. Just thank them. And there's some days where that's literally my tired and ungrateful self, and I'm like, yeah, I understand, but like literally, can't you just give me a break? At least let me have a break. Must my life always be a roller coaster all the time? And you're human. It's okay for that to happen, because we're all human, and as humans we all get frustrated, so it's okay for that to happen. But still, just make it a conscious effort to practice daily gratitude. So another way that you can practice gratitude, by like, if you want to be very intentional, is by journaling. Like I actually journal. I try to journal every day, but like some days I don't journal. But like in my journaling, if you guys want me to tell you how I journal, just comment in the comment section. So in my journaling, I have like 4 sections. One is for law of attraction, which has gratitude, release, manifestation, and scripting. And then I have weekly recap, and then I have brain dump, and then I have shadow work. So basically, because of that, because I have these sections, it enables me to put my gratitude. So here I am grateful for things that I remember, and there's some days where I want to be grateful for more and I can't remember, and I go on Google and I get like list of gratitudes, and the ones that actually resonate with me that I forgot, I actually put it down. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's true, I didn't put this, and then I put it there, and then it's part of the things in which I'm grateful for. So like personally, I love to journal at night. So if you love to journal in the morning, that is fine, but I love to journal just before bed. That is the last thing I like to do, just before bed, because when I journal, before I journal, I like to meditate and pray. Like I like that to be like the last thing that I do before I go to bed. And yeah, it does not take a long time. Also reflect on the positive, because think about the things and the people that you have, the experiences that you've shared. Just think about them, like they there are like little moments that you should be grateful for. Oh my God, I remember I almost slipped on the stairs. Oh, it may not seem like a big deal, but remember, you could have lost your two front teeth. They could be as tiny as a mustard seed, and they could be as big as a mountain. Just remember, like, even if it's like a delicious meal that you just ate, just be grateful. If you're grateful, if you reflect on the positive, I promise you, like, it's like your life is even more classier. I'm not gonna lie. People around you, if you reflect on the positive, people around you be like, you're always positive, and you kind of inspire them, and you don't even know who you inspire that would just put your luck on your lap, if that makes sense. I have this friend, she used to be very positive about everything, and my friends actually say that I'm love and light, I'm very positive and all this. I'm like, yeah, some days I get frustrated, but some days I just like to be positive. But I had a friend who was always very positive, like things will happen, she's like, don't worry, it'll be fine. Her car got crashed, she was like, don't worry, it'll be fine. This, that, like, don't worry, it'll be fine. And I'm like, there's some things she's like, don't worry, I'll be fine. And she'll be like, somebody could have died, but nobody died. And I'm like, but then again, like, I kind of got inspiration from that to know that there's a lot to life than what we fuss about. She didn't know, but she actually, like, kind of molded me into thinking in that way, if that makes sense. Also, write it down. You could say your gratitude, but I prefer writing mine down, if that makes sense, because it just made me go back and reflect on the time when I was very happy and very grateful for that. Because sometimes I do not only practice gratitude for the present, I also practice gratitude for the future. I'm also grateful for my future, for the unknown, for the good things. I'm like, oh, thank you universe, because I am going to do this by the end of this month. Thank you for my car, thank you for my house, thank you for my loving roommate. And writing it down, when you're grateful for the future, writing it down just makes you reminisce. When you go back to reading, you're like, oh my God, I actually was grateful for this. It's like a form of manifestation, if you hear me. Like, it's a law of attraction, so it's like a form of manifestation. And we're like, oh my God, yes, I actually was even thankful even before he actually did come. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Also, don't only like write it down, also feel the appreciation as you're writing. Like, breathe and like write it down. Like, I love to that's like my favorite part of my journaling, because like it really goes down into my emotions, and I feel it's like I'm savoring on every food that I eat. Like, it's like I'm savoring on every moment, and I'm like, oh my days, this feels just so good. I am going to do this. I feel so appreciative. Thank you so much, universe. Thank you so much, God, for making this happen. And I like feel the appreciation. I'm like, yes, I'm like really like not only saying thank you, but like I can feel I am happy that even God feels how much grateful I am. Also, this is something you should repeat daily, or every 2 days, or every 3 days. Every month I journal, and I journal like maybe twice a week, or sometimes 3 times a week. There's sometimes I am down with, you guys don't forget I have ADHD, so there's some days I'm like, yeah, I'm going to journal all I have to journal, and 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight I'm journaling. There's some days I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired. So like I said, I am human. Because I've fallen off does not mean that, oh, that is the last, that is the end. No, it doesn't. Give yourself grace. So research has actually shown that when you practice gratitude daily, that it improves your overall mood, it reduces stress, and increases your sense of well-being. So it helps to shift away your focus from the things that you lack and puts your focus more onto the things that you already have. And it's just a way to, it actually elevates your mood, because if you're frustrated one day and then you think about the things that you actually do have a little bit, it actually gives you this positive mindset that you're like, yeah, I know, I understand, but like the anger you felt to kind of subside, if that makes sense. But yeah, so habit 2 is having a healthy morning routine. You do not know how much having a healthy morning routine will impact the rest of your day. I just want to tell you guys that. So like, I can wake up 4 a.m. full of energy, boom boom boom, go to the gym, everything. So I'm going to tell you guys like how to have a whole healthy morning routine. First of all, wake up early. I know people don't like to wake up early. Wake up early, girl. Early, avoid hitting the snooze button and lay your freaking bed. Lay your bed. Lay your bed. Don't leave your house without laying your bed. The thing is, people just think that laying their bed is a big task. No, it's not. Let me give you guys a hack. Yeah, if you feel like your room is too scattered, just set the alarm to 5 minutes and do all you can in that 5 minutes, and I promise you, you'd have done 80% of your room in that 5 minutes that you'll be forced to do the remaining room, the remaining amount of the you'll be forced to arrange the remaining room. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys get the drift. Hydrate. Drink your freaking water. Start the day by drinking a glass of water to hydrate your day. I'm not the best at that, but days where I go to the gym, I am very like that, because I drink and drink and drink when I'm in the gym. And there's also this app that I'm using that actually helps me with hydration. It's called Litly, and it's just £30 for 3 months, which is actually very fair, because that's like £10 for a month. It's just that I can't pay monthly, pay every 3 months. And if you think about it, a box of KFC burger meal is £10. So that's how I calculate. I was like, it's actually £10, so why can't I invest £30 for 3 months and track how much things get into my body and things like that. Also, stretch and exercise. When I wake up in the morning, I like to exercise, and in the morning when I wake up, I take my sunshine shots, and I also take my collagen. I actually take it. That's why my skin is looking fly. I'm joking. And because I eat healthy too, I try my best to eat healthy, so that's why my skin is looking fly. Anyway, stretch and exercise. I'm not saying you must go to the gym and lift 1 million kg. I love lifting weight, I love strength training, and I also love HIIT. Find what you do and just move your body. Do what you love and just move your body. Is it yoga? Do yoga in the morning. Is it running? I'm even trying to incorporate running into my weekly schedule, because your girl hates running, but I'm trying to like incorporate that into my schedule, because I can do it. I know I can. And the thing is, during that time when I'm running, I hate it so much. I'm looking at the time, I just want to stop running. But then when I'm done, I'm like, oh my days, I did it. I actually did it, and I did not die. I did not die. Anyways, like, whatever you want, like, just do it. Also, mindfulness and meditation. I spoke about this. Just take a few moments and reflect, because I am more busy in the morning. I actually don't meditate in the morning, but one thing I do is when I'm on the bus, I give myself like within 3 to 5 minutes, and I just like breathe, just have that quiet time, my eyes closed. It could be like when you're going to work, you're driving and you're at the traffic light, just like, I think traffic light is like 20 seconds, just that 20 seconds, just take a moment for yourself and just close your eyes and breathe and just feel the environment around you. Just do that. I'm going to tell you, like, it's going to reduce stress. On my way to work, most times I love to listen to podcasts, like self-development podcasts that will literally elevate you and just get you prepared for the day. Some days I listen to music. Most times I actually do read. I have books where I read mostly on my way to work and back from work. So that's what I do. Also, have a nutritious breakfast, eat healthy, because honestly, if you eat, even though some days I eat nonsense and low vibrational food, but honestly, when you start your day with a very healthy breakfast, I want to tell you guys that it kind of affects what you put in your body for the rest of the day. Even though at night sometimes you want to overindulge, and then you just download that Just Eat and Uber Eats app, and then you just eat away your life. I had to delete my apps because I felt like I was just when I was just checking my bank statements, and I had seen that most of the things I waste my money on is food. I'm like, that does not make sense, because I actually do meal prep every week. I cook every week. So what's the use of me meal prepping when I'm still going to eat nonsense, if that makes sense? I know that this movement going about body positivity. Yes, body positivity is what you put in your body, is who you are, is respecting your body. And when you respect your body, you treat your body with love and kindness, and you put good things into your body. And before you come for me, I am not a thin girl. I'm a big girl too, but I'm very conscious of what I put in my body, because I'm respecting my body, and I need my body to feel like a safe space, okay? if that makes sense. Okay, yeah, take a few minutes of your time to like do a to-do list. I do not, because my day is already planned in my head and I live my life on autopilot. I do not write a to-do list, but I write a list of things that I do within that to-do within my day, if that makes sense. For example, I know that, okay, Saturday when I wake up, I water my plants and then I go for shopping. And the thing is, that's why I don't like going to gym on Saturday and Sunday, because I need those 2 days for myself. So if I am going to shop, I will not go and be like, oh, I have a to-do list. I always have a shopping list of things that I'm going to buy. Every other thing I buy outside is miscellaneous, but I always have shopping lists, and I always have my pen with me where I take it. I don't have it on my phone. It's like a paper where I take it, because yeah, so always have like a to-do list of things that you are going to do and like priorities. Even at work, I have a pending folder of things that I'm going to do that are priorities. Started there with daily affirmations and a mantra. I've said this, like, just you're working towards your lucky girl era, man. So you have to practice these affirmations as you're working towards it, as you're incorporating all these steps. Just, you have to practice all those, like, let them come into light, and like just focus on something that you're looking forward to. Like, I'm grateful for 100,000 views on this channel, even if when you post the video it does not have 100,000 views. I'm grateful for there's a video that's going to have 100,000 views. So honestly, just be positive, have a positive mindset. I know it's not easy. I will be the first person to tell you. My colleague was telling me, you're very strong. I'm like, yeah, I'm very strong, but you don't know all the effort that has taken me to be this strong, if that makes sense. Also, technology moderation. I'm going to cover my eyes here because me too, I'm part of it. But the thing is, even though my phone will be like, your phone has been off for 11 hours, it's just that most times I'm actually learning. Sometimes I find myself on Instagram scrolling through, but most times I find myself on YouTube watching videos that actually will add value to myself, like videos like what I'm making. I love watching those kind of videos because they also like help me to be the best version of myself. And also Nicki Minaj videos, like videos about Nicki, because I'm a bab. But yeah, but most times I watch and listen to self-development videos and podcasts that actually help me. So that's why my phone maybe high. And also remember that a healthy morning routine should be tailored to your preference and your needs. It's not because I'll come out to say all these things, because I'm telling you my own morning routine. So it's for you to find your own morning routine and just tweak it and serve it to your own preference, if that makes sense. Also, let's talk about the challenges and the roadblocks, because I'm coming out here, so I think in the middle of this I've actually talked about the challenges and I'm talking about this. So I feel like you may think it's just an easy sailing journey. I'm here to tell you, sis, it's not. There are challenges and there are roadblocks. It's not going to be all smooth sailing all the way. But honestly, when it comes to nothing is easy to come by in this life. So it's a lucky girl era. So some days, like I said, I would find myself buying McDonald's, eating McDonald's, and so there's a week I indulge in pizza and ice cream. Like, I was spending like 15 to 20 pounds every day. If you think about it, that was like 40 pounds. All my days, like, I would just be buying pizza, McDonald's, KFC without a fucking care in the world. And the thing is, I'll have an excuse for it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm on my period. Oh, I'm ovulating. Oh, I've suffered this week. But bruh, it does not mean that. Or some days, like, maybe I could like neglect the gym and like not go to the gym for a week because I'm tired or I'm lazy, like mostly because I'm lazy, and then I start to feel sorry for myself. But one thing is that no matter how much I have fallen or have slipped away from what I'm meant to do, I still get back on track, because I'm like, girl, you have a goal, you have a mission that you want to accomplish. So I get back on track again. I remember like 4 days ago, 4 days ago, I messaged when I was down with COVID, crying and being so frustrated, I messaged my girlfriend and I was like, I have COVID. It's like COVID does something that you just, because you're isolated, you just look at your life and you're like, it's like your life is being played back to you. And I just messaged my girlfriend, I'm like, I have come to the realization that I am a lazy motherfucker. And And she's like, oh, everybody said that. I was like, yeah. She was trying to be like, but you do all these things, you work on yourself, you do this. I'm like, yeah, I do that, but at the same time, I think I use that to overshadow these other things that I have not done, and I think that because I do that, like it's like an excuse why I've not actually done these other things, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's talk about the results and the benefits that comes when you follow hard work and dedication to habits. They actually create remarkable results, whether you like it or not. I have experienced more respect from people because I kind of have my life together and I'm working towards a better self or a better future. Because prior to this, like when I just used to go with the flow and things like that, people just used to oh, clown, you know. But like now that people have seen that, oh yeah, this girl is partnering her life together, it's made me set boundaries. If you are not in alignment with me, bye. I don't need you. I don't need you. Literally, that is what it is. I'm surrounded by good people. I'm surrounded by beautiful people. I'm surrounded by people that do not think that my dreams are too big. I'm surrounded by people who do not have small-minded mindset. I'm surrounded by people, and my relationships, they are better. I'm able to express myself, and I'm able to take judgment. I'm able to correct myself when necessary. I am able to manage my weight. I am able to enhance some sort of self-discipline to an extent, and I am able to have like enhanced mental clarity when it comes to like following these habits. I'm able to like think for myself sometimes. I'm actually saying sometimes because sometimes I can't be asked. And I'm able to like have this improved physical health. I'm actually currently learning Olympian weightlifting. When I see people doing it, I used to be so scared, and now I'm doing it. So guys, honestly, if you're lucky girl era, I want to tell you guys, like, I encourage you to start each day by cultivating your own lucky girl or lucky boy or lucky day them era, because remember that it's about progress, it's not about perfection. If you fall down, get up and continue working. Small changes can lead to significant transformation. I used to be 136 freaking kg, and now I have lost over 36 kg. I just want to tell you guys that. So as I wrap up, I just want to leave you with this thought, because your lucky boy girl era is within your reach. Just create these habits. Like I'm telling you, if you think about it, even Ola Jumoke, she was actually selling something on her head when T.Y. Bello was doing her job and her camera lens caught her. If she was not there selling, if she had decided, oh, let me just stay in bed and just rest, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to be selling these oranges today, T.Y. Bello would have not in hell caught her if she was not trying to at least put herself out there and try to do her work. Put yourself out there, it will come to you. I have a fitness page. People it doesn't really get engaged like that, and I do not even feel some type of way, because those that find me will find me. I try my best to make my content better and things like that. I need to change my phone and all those things, blah blah blah, because I don't like how my camera films in daylight now, in the gym in dark lights now. So but anything anyhow, anywho's, but then again, I still put myself there. I'm not using this as an excuse. Some days I know I may be lazy to edit or sort of thing, but at least I know I record myself. Before I used to be shy to take my tripod stand. Now I take my tripod stand to the gym, because I know where my mind is going. I know where I see myself. So small habits, they actually create significant transformation. So your lucky girl era is within reach. Start by identifying these habits, identifying the habits that will get you there, and just take it one step at a time. Before you know it, it's something that you'll be doing every day. Your journey is unique to you, and the rewards are so worth it. So if you have any questions, or you would like to share any thoughts, or you would like to be a member of my commentary, please feel free to drop your comments. Thank you so much for joining me today on this personal topic. If you would like to continue this conversation, you can find my contact in the description box, or you can follow me on Instagram, Jules Onuk. You can follow my true crime channel, True Crime Jules, or you can follow my personal transformation channel, Jules Onuk. Remember, your lucky girl era is waiting for you, and your habits will ultimately pave the way. Good luck, and may you find all the fortunes and the happiness that you need. Thank you so much, and thank you. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, Bye.